Calem. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome on Wednesday, race day. Today we are watching Ottensten point race, third race of four races, sorry. Have a little bit more than 200 riders on the start line. And today we are racing in Richmond UCI reverse, 16 kilometers, no leading, no super big climbs, just one calm section and one sprint section. And already to a pretty strong start. Also you can see D group, a lot of riders in the D group and especially in the C group. So they will start with interval. As always, we can see riders from B group. So today we are approaching a little bit different to the start. Usually we see how A group starts, but today we will see how B group starts. You can see exactly after 1 minute B group starts. B group starts definitely much slower than A group. For A group 16 kilometers is not so much, so they have to use more power in the beginning and already try to perform really well to sustain their placement and fight for placement later on, because climb section comes pretty fast. It's 1.1 kilometer, 3.5% climb, and then we have little, you can say, climb with 3%, 3% climb, 0.5 kilometers, and after that there is nothing much to say about this race. It's pretty smooth, and we can see already B group is pulling up pace. You can see jaunu is always cycling in the B group. B group is always one of the biggest groups besides D group, and soon we will have also C group starting, and afterwards ladies. Also lower spot ups. So you can see A group is already in the first climb. Some heavy numbers popping up. We have some verified pro rider in a grid. Big extremes showing his strength on a climb. and passes and moves to first position. As we can remember from Latvian National Championships, Wikström's performed really well on the climbs and could sustain overall good power and performance, and won national Latvian championship this year. So for now he's national champion in esports cycling in Latvia. Personal best record for most of the riders in this race. So this track was added on February 6, 2020. So it's all, you could say it's old and well-known track, and we can already see how they transition on the second climb. Also Matthias Liesen, pretty strong rider and performing really well on Ottensten and ZZK races, and also a common rider in our races, and I'm happy to see him today too. And lately I see a lot of new riders coming in, and on the past few races we have had pro riders also joining in these races. It doesn't matter if they warm up or not, but they're just joining us, and it overall brings up the level of the power for riders. Also, reminder for cyclists who are watching this live or in record, next Sunday we have time trial national championships also live, 1 o'clock Latvian time. So join in that, follow us on the line. Should be a really interesting race. Already there's some riders who haven't been cycling whole season, so we won't know what to expect from them, so it should be really interesting. So already more than 4 kilometers done, and Matthias Liesen second position with some other riders, and they're falling back 6 seconds from front of the race. So Raymakers was cycling last week also and performed really well. And as always, feel free to chat with me. I also have a co-host today with me, my little girl, so yeah, there is some disturbance. So now let's switch back to B group. Let's see what's happening here. Oh, also in a B group, we can see there's not so many riders in front. As always, Lauris Parbs, who is basically stable B group rider, and also performs really well in a B group. I hope in the future he will transition to A group. But we have top 6 riders in a B group, and a small gap, 4 seconds. We have some riders who are falling off, and then they're going in 2, 3, and we can see next Hansons is 15 seconds in 10th position in a B group. So that's really interesting. Usually B group holds well together and they perform well when they're in bigger groups, and most of the time I have seen they're cycling only like that. But today it's not the case, and probably first 2 small climbs made a really big changes in their how they ride today. And now we are checking C group on the red. I remember last year he was cycling in a B group, now in a C group. There is nothing wrong changing strength groups. All depends how well prepared you have been in a race. And also today we have a lot of cyclists in E group, in women's category. I will fast try to transition to E group. We have a lot of D group riders. So Kristiana Maskova in first position for women's. In national championships she was in second position. She had some technical difficulties in the beginning, but she managed to sustain really well speed and maintain to hold good power and didn't give up, although championship race was really hard with high climbs, but she managed to take herself up to second place. So for now she's in the first position, and I see that Ieva Užana also in the third position for now, and we have some cyclists from other countries. And I also saw in a list that we had Diana Spiridowska. I'm really curious if she's actually cycling today. She had trauma. Also Vendiņa is cycling. Nice. Like I said, today a lot of cyclists in E group. We can see from Estonia. Really happy to see from Estonia also cyclists. That's pretty cool. Really, we can see cyclists from Estonia. So this is really short race today, just 16 kilometers, so I don't want to miss how A group finishes. So if you don't have any specific questions about any rider, or you just want to see some specific rider, I will focus mostly on A group, and then I will try to switch back to B group fast. So yeah, already 7.3 kilometers in a race and 29 seconds first position, 23 seconds from second place. Matthias Leeson, and Matthias Leeson also going solo for now, just dropping off the follower group, 5 or 4 riders behind him. Is it possible to catch the first place? I don't know, because the gap is pretty huge, 30 seconds, and it looks like from last week's results that this rider you have to take serious. So also reminder that we have to focus morely on primes, the climbs and the sprint sections, not overall results, although they give you also points. So you can see Wikström's in second position, Rijmakers on first, and Leeson in third position. On a climb, also Rijmakers. I can't see the second position. Andersen. Yeah, Andersen Bash, she's now on fourth position. And we are moving in sprint section again. Sorry, finishing sprint section. So it was a really big mess in the beginning. We had some technical difficulties with Zwift power and point calculation, but now they should be solved. They should be good, because there were some problems with the comma and how the software calculated. So it should be fixed now. And yeah, still reminder that if you want to see whole results, you have to wait like 12 hours for Zwift power to verify and cuts out all not validated results. So although we can see some riders performing really well in a race, we still have to wait for the Zwift power results. And sprint section finished also here. Also personal best records popping up. And really interesting thing what we saw last week was that although A group supposedly have to be fastest and the strongest group, there was some positions where B group riders outperformed A group riders, and it's kind of interesting. So we will have to see a little bit more into it, and this format like this will definitely, we will repeat it in the future, because it's really interesting, not only for riders but also for viewers. In the Zwift Over we can follow primes on live. So for now the results come in a little bit later than they should, but for now, first position, no doubt there, Cedric Raymarker. We can see he's we're highlighting him now. Second position in the first section, Arvils Wikströms. Third position, Matthias Leeson. On reverse sprint 2, Cedric for now is in the first position. We don't have results for second, third placement. And on reverse com, also Cedric first position, John Batch Anderson second position, and Leeson third position. So waiting for results from reverse sprint 2 for second and third position. Then we can see fight between Matthias Leeson and Arvils Wikströms. And for people who want to follow this results, feel free to jump in zwiftpower.com Ottensten point race. Yeah, I know there is some not problems but wrong dials on which race this is. So in Zwift Power it shows third from 4, and on live stream it shows second from 4. So things like that happen, but it's normal. Everything in a process. We can see Matthias Leeson second position, 35-second gap from first position. A few minutes ago it was 26 seconds, so we can see the gap is increasing, and also Matthias is making bigger gap between followers from A group. So now it's almost 20 seconds. So on level of Baltic states and on this race, Matthias Leeson can sustain himself really well in solo cycling. And as you can see, for Latvian riders, Arvils Wikströms and Martin Jurgenssons still holding in a chasers group, but I don't think there is possibility that they could race 18 seconds on next 6 kilometers. But wonders happen. This is technical sport, and always can happen something. We have seen it a lot of time before. So closing up on last sprint section in this race. Yeah, I have noticed that Cedric is not using heartbeat sensor anymore now, so result will be disqualified, so we won't consider it. And also, yes, I have heard your suggestions. Since he's verified rider, I don't think he's like cheating or something like that, but yes, I can pay closer attention to cyclists who are using heart rate monitor. So technically, like it was last week, Matthias Leeson and Arvils Wikströms are fighting for highest step on podium, since rules regulate that you have to have heart rate monitor. If it's not, then you're disqualified. And what we can see here, we have decreased the distance between Leeson and followers. (180 pulse on Arvils Wikströms). going all out. Same goes for Martin Jürgensons. Just 6 seconds, Matthias Leeson, just 6 seconds behind them is the group. We'll check what's happening with the primes. Maybe we have some results. Oh yes, we do. Okay, since we are ignoring Cedric's result, so for now it looks like Matthias Leeson has secured 100% his first position. Arvils Wikström's definitely second place. And then it looks like, if I'm correct, third position, Jan Batch Andersen by the last results. But like I said, we have to wait for filtration and verification. Some things may change. But Leeson has taken this race 100%. So 13.2 kilometers. We can see Cedric is already closing up on a finish really soon, almost 14 kilometers. So the race is a little bit more than 16. 16.2 to be exact. Also a reminder for guys who are cycling now and watching this live, on 8th of March we have Women's Day ride, so drop your ladies on trainers so they can also try what it is Zwift, since you're doing it every week. So on 8th of March also we have live stream, there will be prizes. Latvian cycling girls organizing the race. Jan is writing, could you consider that the race is over with results like this? So mostly yes, but no. Because you get the points also for placement in the finish. I don't know exactly how much points to be honest, but yeah, there is some points also for finish. But in a situation like this and dominance like this for Leeson, I don't think anything can threaten his, not anything, but anyone can threaten his position in this race. But like I said, this is technical sport, and you can have some problems. Internet goes off, or you get disconnected, or your trainer or Ant Plus dies. A lot of things can happen. And also this verification is zwiftpower.com, and sometimes there is some wonders what happened and you are not verified, there's some problem with your weight or something like that. So this is mostly just futuristic results, which are not like legitimate results. So legit results will be in Zwift.lv results. So 1 kilometer till finish, 46 seconds from first overall. Matthias Leeson managed to hold his second position. We can see some riders from B and D group passing this sprint arch and also closing up to the finish. We will try to switch back to finish line. So Leeson 99% looks like he's the winner of this race, closing up to finish. So yeah, Matthias Leeson just finished definitely first position. Now we're switching to B group. Let's see what's happening on a B group. I still don't have any results on a B group, sadly. They come in only after finish line or just for me. I can see only A group primes for now. But it looks like B group 6-7 riders in the front. And it looks like in A group we have some rider who has collected both climbs and 2 sprint sections. And I can see the results are changing in primes right at my eyes. So like I said, yeah, those are just results what I see right at the moment, and they will fluctuate and they will change eventually. So it's really hard to predict what results we will see. You can just speculate and guess, but it's not always certain about these results. Okay, so there is change in the results in Zwift forward. Oh, we can see finish line. Monox still enjoying going on a finish. It doesn't matter that it's like we have these prime sections, but still it's really fun to cross the finish line on a sprint. Not to race, to jump in with 10 second warm up. Let's check what's happening with the ladies. Ozana also really close to the finish line, 12 kilometers, so 4 kilometers just left, and Moscow 12.3, so the gap is not so big, just 30 seconds. It looks like Moscow has taken 2 sprint jerseys, and she just lost one. In a ladies race, it's really unpredictable what results will come out from this, because we don't have any specific sprinter or climber in E group. At least I haven't seen that any woman would really try to sprint out in sprint section or really outperform other cyclists on climb section. And it also looks really funny on national championship, the difference between how women ride and how men are cycling. So we had Martin Jurgensons and also Christiana Moscow live last week on national championships, and Martin just like breathing and jumping and on a climbs, like lifting up from a bike, everything what you're supposed to be doing, and Christiana is just like chilling on a bike and just maintaining her own rhythm and just going in her own rhythm. So it looks really funny sometimes when you just look on a Martin and Christiana. So it's a nice experience for me, definitely. Especially I was really surprised on a downhill when Martin just hop up the bike to pick up some something to drink and change the shirt, and then hopped back up. But it was pretty big downhill, so they could do it. Still waiting for prime results to load in for B category, but they're still loading in Zwift Power, and it looks like I won't see them until end of the race. Sadly, they're not loading in. Matthias Leeson, that was hard one. It didn't look like it was hard one for you. Martin Jurgenson's epic race. Yeah, it was epic. And also, Martin, if you could be so kind, can you check if you can see B group results for primes, because I can't see that. I don't have any results except A group results. And also Christiana moving in on a finish, pretty strong in first position. In overall on women's category, Eva Uzane second position, there is no doubt, 15 seconds after her. We have another cyclist, it looks like from Austria, Halamer. It could be possible she could catch Eva Uzane, but I don't think so. I think she will definitely, in overall ranking, hold her second position. So, and also a quick reminder, so in end of this week, in the weekend, we have national championships in time trial. So no drafting, just your personal power, fight with yourself, fight with your opponents. So one straight line, you could say so. Everything will be live. There is option to come on a ZZK shop in person to see how it looks, to maybe test the trainer, see how some riders perform live. If you want, we'll have some snacks and etc. And you can, if you want to join or if you want to ride from our shop, you can write on Zwift Baltic Facebook page. And results for this race you can check in Zwift.lv. I see a lot of cyclists in the beginning of the race. They're writing in Facebook or writing in a race chat, where can I see results, etc. and yada yada. So Zwift.lv, most accurate information, not most accurate, but the price, exact information about results, and also all news in Zwift Baltic Facebook page. Okay, so Martin Shaw writing the results are still being calculated, so probably we won't have any results till end of this race. So Christiana Moscow, congratulations on finishing the race, just 200 meters till finish. Eva Uzane 30 seconds behind. I see Christiana has learned some new things from national championships, that you can change bike and it actually makes a difference how fast you're moving in Zwift world. So Eva Uzane also 15.7 kilometers, 300 meters just till finish, and it looks like closest competitor 6 seconds behind her, but I don't think it's manageable to catch her. Eva, congratulations on second position. So that's it for today. Pretty short race. Had some sprint sections, had some climb sections. Pretty interesting start, especially I was surprised for B group. But that's just racing. I hope you enjoyed this race, because I know I did. See you next week. No, in the end of this week. And for results, check Zwift.lv. Bye bye. Okay, so while the stream is not turned off, we have results. So first position, Cedric Remark, but it will be not counted in as a result. So first position, Matthias Leeson, there is no doubt about it. Second position, Hugh Davis. And third position, Mick Dupuis. So yeah, results shifted more than I expected. Arvels Wikström's 5th position from Latvia, and Martin Jurgenson's in 7th position. So, but we are still waiting for results to count in and filter out the results, and if everything is verified. But for now, it looks like this. If you want to check anything more, zwiftpowered.com.